Hey guys, Eric Bernaccio here. Thank you for tuning into the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that way you'll be notified every time a video is aired. And today we're going to be going over 16 core exercises to tighten up your core. If you have lost some elasticity to your skin because of losing weight, or you gain weight and your weight has fluctuated over time, or maybe you just gave birth, whatever the situation may be, but you've dropped some significant weight but you still kind of have the pouch or the loose skin in the abdominal area, these right here are going to be 16 core exercises that I'm going to demonstrate that you could be able to use to utilize. And also these exercises will help tighten the abdominal area, producing lean muscle mass, and also bringing the skin to a tighter place before it lost its elasticity. So first exercise, some of these are going to be the same exercises that are in my 60-day ab challenge, but obviously there's only 8 exercises in there, so there's 16 total in this video. So I'm just going to demonstrate for maybe 1 or 2 seconds or whatever, just so we can get the gist of things, and then you can add in these exercises into your workout routine. Maybe pick a couple to start out with, maybe 3 to 5, and then do them for a segment of certain amount of reps or a certain period of time. And then once you're able to accomplish this on a daily basis, then you want to add more exercises or lengthen the rep range, whether it be time or a set number of reps. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First exercise is going to be standard planks. So I'm just going to go over the form and then show you how to do it for 1 to 2 seconds or 1 to 2 reps on every exercise. So this right here is elbows and forearms, and your toes are going to hold you up in the air, okay? You want your back to be as straight as possible. You also want to be able to feel the contraction of the abs. So sometimes for me, I actually have to put my butt up in the air a little bit so I can feel my abs squeezing tight and contracting. You want to feel it tight as a rock. And even if you are overweight and you don't have much muscle there, you should still feel the tightness of the core as you're performing this exercise, because of the stretching of your core while you're in a elongated position, and also just the contracting of the muscles in that area. So the first exercise is planks. Second exercise is going to be side planks. Now you want to do this from both sides. This right here is going to be elbow, forearm, and foot holding you up in the air. Same as that concept. You want to squeeze tight on all of the abdominal area, including the obliques, the abs, the lats, the pecs, and I even squeeze tight on my glutes and my hamstrings to be able to get me a tighter squeeze on my obliques. When you tighten up your whole entire body, it gives you more stability to be able to get the mind-muscle connection in the area that you're working. So you hold yourself up and you're squeezing tight. This should be hard as a rock right now as you're squeezing, and it should feel like your ribs are popping through. That's how tight I'm squeezing. And then you want to do this for a duration of time. In my ab challenge, I do it for 30-second period of time. You can start out with whatever is comfortable for you at first, and then you want to do it from the opposite side. Next exercise we're going to do is called sprinters. Okay? What sprinters is, it's almost like the bicycle, but you're going to bring one knee up, and as you bring this knee up, you bring this arm up. Like that. Just like this, like you're sprinting. Okay? Opposite arm, opposite knee. Boom, 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 boom. And as you're doing it, you're squeezing tight in the core the whole time. So as you're bringing this arm up, you're stretching this side, and you're bringing the knee up at the same time, contracting your abs. All right, this right here is a really important exercise for getting the core part of your body to tighten up again. All right, next exercise we're going to do is going to be the knee planks. This is in the 60-day ab challenge. So with this, your elbows, forearms, and toes are holding you up. All right, and then you're also going to factor in that you're going to have your knees driving into the ground. Watch my knees, they're driving forward. I'm squeezing tight in my glutes. All right, right here is stretching, and it's also contracting at the same time. So it's doing both forms of contraction and stretch at the same time, which is helping tighten the core. Now, a lot of people that lose weight will have a flat belly, but when it comes down to the very bottom here, that's where you'll have the loose skin, because the elasticity has been lost over a period of time. So it's really important that we stretch that area and that we contract that area in order to get it to go back to its tight shape in which it was meant to be. So next exercise we have is going to be exercise number 5, and it's the Flutter Kicks. Now in my video, we do a short range of motion because we're really focusing on down here, the lower tie-in into the groin to give you that pop and V shape, all right? But with this, we're going to do a wider range of motion. So you want to bring it up high like this, boom, and squeeze and tighten the core the whole time, all right? And this you want to do for about 30 seconds. If you want to do it for 10 seconds, then do 3 sets of 10 for 10 seconds. You want to start out with a rep range or a set of reps, which is going to be achievable for you. Now, I don't know what type of shape you're in, but doing an ab workout is extremely hard. So you got to take this into consideration, that you want to start out with something that's going to be achievable, something that you're going to be able to maintain, and something that's not going to destroy your abs, because you will get sore after not doing abs. If you haven't been working out abs, like your core will be sore, all right? And it's going to be difficult to do abs tomorrow if you're so sore that you can barely even cough or sneeze without feeling like you got a broken rib. So it's important to stay within your parameters and make things achievable. Now, that doesn't mean you want to just settle for less and try to do less just so that way you can reach goals. You want to push yourself a little bit more every single time you're doing an exercise. It's really important that we try to push ourselves to the limits to be able to achieve greatness, all right? Next exercise is in the 60-day ab challenge. So this right here is bicycle kicks. Very self-explanatory. Squeeze and tighten the core, all right? You bring one knee up, one down, one up, one down. Squeeze and tight the whole time, all right? Toes are pointed out when you got the legs fully extended. And then you want to do this for the same thing for a set time period until you're able to achieve what your goal is. All right. Next exercise is called bent knee windshield wipers. And this right here, bring your knees up and you bring them over like that, and then like this. Twisting the torso all the way over. And this right here will really work on the love handles, the obliques, and tightening the core. The main objective of this series is to work on tightening our core, because I myself am in the same boat. I'm really working on trying to get a six-pack, but I've also have the struggle of tightening up loose skin because I weighed 315 pounds at one point, all fat. So it's a challenge, and it's something you have to do on a consistency, daily basis, factoring in with the nutrition and hydration and rest. If you don't have those 3 things as your solid base, exercise doesn't matter, okay? So you got to really focus on those 3 things, and these exercises here will also speed up the process and help you in achieving your goals. So next exercise is going to be exercise number 8, which is lying knee pulls. Okay, legs are going to be pointed straight out, toes straight, and then bringing the knees up to your chest like this. As tight as you can, you squeeze the core the whole time. If you want to contract the abs, and then you keep it out here. If you want to hold it out longer before you bring it back in to get the stretch down here and to tighten the lower part, perfect. Whatever works best for you. Now, just because certain exercises might work for me doesn't mean they're going to work for you. So you got to go through this list and pick what's going to be applicable for you and what's going to work for you. And you discard the rest. If it don't work for you, it doesn't work for you. You choose. You got to be smart when it comes to working out. There's a lot of videos and a lot of research and a lot of information that I take in on a daily basis when it comes to nutrition, fitness, and health, and especially bodybuilders that I follow. But not every single thing that they do is applicable to me. I pick and choose. I choose what is great, and I add it to my routine. And then after a while, I switch things out so that way I don't grow stagnant and I don't hit a plateau, because I'm always changing. I'm always being receptive to new information and finding out ways to achieve my goals in the most efficient way possible. Next exercise we have is exercise number 9. This is the mountain climber. All right, if anybody's played any type of football, soccer, or stuff like that, like any high school sport or college sport, then you know how to do this. This right here, you have your hands on the ground, you have your toes like that, and you go like this. Knee up, mountain climbers. And this right here will really tighten your core. It'll cause you to sweat, cardiovascular, really great exercise. So with that right there, you want to choose either a time frame or a rep range to be able to perform this exercise. Next we have exercise number 10, leg raises. Okay, You want to put your legs straight out and bring them up to a 90-degree angle. Squeeze and tighten the core the whole time. Toes pointed out when you got the legs fully extended. And then with this, you want to do either a certain number of them or same thing, a time frame. Make your goals achievable. You should be able to finish your ab routine every single day. It shouldn't be a struggle like you're going to be in some sort of discomfort, pain, or feel like you can't physically do it because you're out of shape. You got to make things attainable. Then you add on, you keep adding on, and then you eventually you'll be able to do this whole list for maximum time, maybe even do it for multiple sets. So either way, the goal is to keep in mind of what you're trying to do. Focus on what your goal is. Like, what is your goal? Are you trying to flatten your stomach and tighten and get that elasticity back in your core? Or are you just kind of doing this to go through the motions and hopefully you'll lose a little weight or you want to get some abs or whatever? But the main focus of this is to tighten the core, to get you that firmness back, to get the elasticity of the skin. And also, if you continue on with this and you implement other things into your regimen and also have the nutrition and hydration, you can have a six-pack. It's very attainable. It'll be difficult, it's not going to be easy, but you can definitely do it, trust me. All right, next exercise we have is the Superman's. Great exercise right here for the love handles and for stretching your core. Once again, stretching and contracting the core is what tightens your core. Here we go with this. You're going to be laying flat in your belly and you're going to emulate Superman, lifting your legs and your arms in the air. And you hold for a couple seconds when you got it there. Here we go, 30 seconds is what I normally do in my video. I'm not going to do that now, I'm just demonstrating. But all right, so you're emulating Superman. Like I said, that was really good at stretching and contracting the love handles and also your core. Next exercise we have here is the single leg glute bridge. So this right here, great exercise. Now what you do is you have one leg like this. And then you do your reps. So with that, you're contracting the abs. You got one leg down on the ground, and you got one leg you're bringing up. All right. And as you're bringing it up, you squeeze and tighten the core. After you do about set 10 on one leg, you swap out with the other leg. So you go like this, and you can see I'm stretching my core, contracting the core, all at the same time. That's called the single leg glute bridge, and that was exercise number 12. Exercise number 13 for tightening our core is a standard crunch. Now with this, you don't have to go all the way up like a sit-up, okay? You can do different variations. A lot of people have a hard time going up, it hurts their back, whatever. You can do this, whatever it is that gets your core to contract, okay? You have to manipulate your form and you have to manipulate the manner in which you do things so you get the muscles to contract for you. If your muscles aren't contracting, you're just doing cardio. That's not the goal here. The goal is to get the skin to tighten. We want a tighter core, okay? So for me, I love doing it like this. You can do it straight up too, like that. Or you can do a full sit-up, whatever the case may be. Whatever works best for you is what you should be doing, okay? And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. This is the secret exercise that's going to do this, this, and this for you. No. Like I said, these exercises might not even work for you. You got to pick and choose which ones do. Next exercise we have is the vacuum. Then we have an up down and we have oblique toe touches. So I'm just gonna change the view of the camera real quick, and with the vacuum I like to do this on the edge of something. So this right here, I'll show you. I'm gonna use the edge of my bed. So what you do is you have your legs in a position like this, squeezing tight. You got yourself in a firm position, all right? Now, you're gonna exhale all the air out of your body, all right? And right before you feel like you're gonna pass out, you're gonna squeeze tight in your core. You're gonna hold for as long as you can. A lot of the professionals do 20 seconds, but I can only even do about 10 seconds at max. So, breathe all the air out. let me tell you something about this vacuum. It hurts so bad. Feels like you have the craziest cramp because it's working the inside of your abs, all right? You're letting all the air out, and you're squeezing tight and contracting your abs, all in the same range of motion with no air in your body, all right? And then once you feel like it's, like I literally have to stretch out sometimes like this afterwards just to get the muscle to stop contracting, and it feels like you pull the muscle. That's the way it's supposed to feel. That means you're doing it right. All right, exercise number 15. We have the up down. Well, let me swap these out. Number 15 is going to be oblique toe touches, okay? So with this right here, you have your hands out to your side, and you go down. And squeeze tight in the core the whole time. So as you go down and touch your toe, you have your hands out to your side, and you go down. All right? Squeeze them tight. This right here will bring your obliques in, tighten all this, give you that ripness on your side. Now let's swap it back down slightly just to perform our up down. This right here is going to be exercise number 16. This is the last final exercise of showing you guys what you can add to your regimen to tighten your core. Here we go. So you stand up straight, you drop down, out, up, 1, 2. All right, and you do those for as many sets as many reps as you want for your set. Remember, guys, please try these exercises out. Give me some feedback. Let me know what works for you. And if there's any other videos that you want to see on exercises, nutrition, health, whatever the case may be, ask any questions and I'm going to do a video on it. All right, everybody have a blessed night and apply these to your regimen. Thank you for tuning in.